In addition to the leadership roles, different leadership styles also impact group dynamics and culture. We won't go into this in a huge amount of detail, but want to briefly explain the concept and also point you to an insightful group exercise that you can find in the Advancing Field Safety Toolkit. It's a great exercise that we highly recommend you carry out with your field team. A little bit more about that later too. Leadership styles describe the way in which we as individuals lead, act, and use and absorb information. These different styles impact group function as we interact with our team. Think about this example. It's the start of your field expedition and you've just arrived in a new city. It's late and you're looking for a restaurant. Are you the type who has a list of restaurants and their ratings pulled up and ready to share with the team to make this decision? Or are you more the type who points into a random direction and invites everyone to follow you to see what you find? Some of us prefer to rely on data to act. Others trust our gut feelings. Which type you are depends on your personality, but also the context of the group. Do you feel in charge? Are you confident of your role? Or still finding your spot in the team? Let's consider our actions and behaviors in a team context on two different axes. The first axis is that of process versus task. You might find yourself on this left side of the spectrum if it's really important to you to always hear everyone's opinion. On the other hand, if you're someone who jumps right in and puts the plan you already have in your head into action, you'll find yourself towards the right side, the task side of the axis. We can now expand this continuum with a second axis that focuses on how we make decisions. If you find yourself towards the top of the axis, you tend to make your decisions analytically, from the head up. Towards the bottom, you act more based on gut feelings. It's important to remember that both of these are totally valid approaches. They're just different. In combination, these two axes create four quadrants. We have the analyzers in the top left. This is you if you already have that list of restaurants and ratings pulled up, ready to make a decision about where to go to dinner. The analyzers like to use and also provide lots of information. The energizers, down there, are focused on energy and will just try the first thing that comes to mind. They will walk off in some direction to find the first best restaurant. The caretakers in the bottom left emphasize caring. They're the ones who strive to make sure everyone is happy and put relationships first. They will gladly go to the restaurant identified by someone else. Finally, the captain actions in the top right already have a clear plan for solving the problem. They've long made a reservation in a restaurant. Awareness of your team members' strengths and needs helps contextualize behavior and informs how you can be a supportive team member. Or, if we think back to the last lesson, how you can be a peer leader or active follower. The exercise that we mentioned at the beginning of this lesson will help your group explore these different leadership styles. It can help understand how people's actions are motivated by their personality and their leadership style, and encourage you to think about the strengths and challenges that these different styles bring to group life. The exercise is best done when all team members have had a chance to work with each other for a few days. If you are part of a field team that has been newly assembled for an expedition, we recommend that you work through this exercise when you're 3 to 4 days into your field work. If your team has worked together in the lab, but not in the field, it's something you could do in preparation for the field work. But even then, you might get more out of it if you've experienced your coworkers in the field setting for some time. That's all for this lesson. We invite you to head over to the toolkit and check out the Leadership Styles activity there. In the next lesson, we'll look at different decision-making styles and how these can impact group dynamics. Understanding decision-making is very helpful, especially if you find yourself in the position of the designated leader.